What's up guys, I'm Najee and welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't been before, hello, how are you? If you guys like the video, go down below and give this video a big old thumbs up, and if you guys happen to like my channel, then go down below and hit the subscribe button. So I just want to come up here and talk about dark-skinned girls, and I know some people are going to be like, dark-skinned girls, why you want to talk about dark-skinned girls? Aren't they already getting enough praise? Like, why do you need to keep talking about it? Like, it's over. Colorism's dead. It's not alive anymore. It's not a thing. That's not true. So that's why I want to come up here and talk about dark-skinned girls and talk about, you know, positivity, self-love. This isn't going to be a sad video or like a down video and all emotional. This is really just going to be me speaking facts or what I know about being dark-skinned, colorism, all of that. The past couple of years, we've kind of been like on this trend, on this wave, this dark-skinned girl wave. And I feel like now, just because on social media, everyone praises dark skin, I feel like people these days take social media as reality. And so they think, well, dark-skinned girls are getting praised on social media, so what's the problem? But it's like, okay, we don't all live in social media. Like, our whole life is not about social media, you know what I mean? There's a real world outside of social media with real life situations that we need to deal with, and it's not just about us being a trend. Yes, a trend. That's what I feel like we've become. It's just this trend, this wave. Like, it's like getting a Gucci bag. Like, one minute you're rocking it, the next minute you're done with it. It's like, that's how I feel dark skin is becoming, just this trend. And it's like, I'm a human being. Like, I don't want to be treated like a trend, you know what I mean? So there's an actual real world that we live in where colorism is very, very prevalent. Now, if you don't know what colorism is, colorism, in my words, my own words, you can Google it. It's not a real word on Google, but it says discrimination based on skin color. So just like racism, you would be discriminated against your race. So that's basically what colorism is. You're discriminated against your color, your skin tone. I do know that dark skin is just this trend, and you know what? It's nice, you know, it's nice to be appreciated for the way you look. It's nice to be what people may say accepted, especially you're a human being. Your quality of thinking is, I want to be liked, I want to be accepted, I want to be loved. So when you're on social media and you see girls who look like you finally being praised for the way that they look, it automatically, you know, gives you some self-esteem. But your self-esteem should never be rooted in another person's way of thinking. You know, your self-esteem should be rooted in you and who you are. So that's why I just want to talk about this whole trend thing, because it's really funny that a couple years ago, well, not even more than 5 years ago, dark skin was just this like ugly thing. Like, nobody wanted to be dark skinned, nobody wanted to date a dark skinned girl. And then all of a sudden, it's like it flipped, and all of a sudden everybody's all about this. And it's like, what are we gonna do when the trend's over? Are we gonna go back to self-hating? You know what I mean? And like I said, even in the real world, it's still a huge issue, because in the real world, dark-skinned girls aren't being praised like you think they are. I feel like it's more so a social media thing. In the real world, I don't think that, you know, dark skin is praised. Like, for example, even Zendaya talked about this, how she felt like, because she acknowledges the fact, because she is light-skinned, that she gets more roles than her dark-skinned counterparts or her dark-skinned peers, which is so true. A lot of people don't see colorism as a real issue. I feel like colorism to a lot of people is just taboo, especially in the Black community. I feel like they don't really realize that certain things they say, like, don't be in the sun too much, or you're too dark, or when you're growing up you hear little stuff, not really so much from my family, but like school, all that, you hear those little things. That's still happening. Amara La Negra, she brought up, even though she's mostly for Afro-Latino women, I can't relate because I'm not Latina, but I can relate to her as being that dark-skinned person that's not getting credit in the real world. Of course she gets praised on social media, but in the real world she's not, you know, progressing. in her career, and it's because she's dark skinned. And she was on the Breakfast Club, and I'm really disappointed in the Breakfast Club because they're a black broadcast, and it's like they purposely embarrassed her, you know, for speaking about colorism. And I thought that was so unfair, but it's so real how it's really prevalent in the black community, colorism. You know, they really embarrassed her, and I feel like it would be different if a light-skinned woman went up there and talked about colorism and was very upfront and real about it. They would probably praise her for being upfront, but because it's coming from a dark-skinned woman, it's almost as if they're saying, oh, you're just complaining, like blah blah blah. You know, there might be some people that's like, well, you should be thankful. You should be thankful that we consider you beautiful in this time period. You should be thankful. You should be thanking us that we find you beautiful. But it's like, people don't realize that black people, black women especially, are human beings, and that we're not just things. And a lot of people don't want people to come up and talk about stuff like this because they feel like, one, they're complaining, two, they're just ungrateful, or they're just making a situation out of nothing. But it's like, after seeing Amara and how her situation basically went viral, it really like sparked something in me, because I mean, I've talked about this on my channel before. This was like the first video I ever did, and it's like, I posted a video like 2 years ago. I think I was like 17, and I posted a video on accepting my dark skin or whatever. I feel like if little girls only seek validation from social media and from people saying, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, blah 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 blah, and then when that's gone, that's gonna really hurt some of these girls. I feel like some of these girls are gonna be affected by when that trend is gone, and still seeking validation from people who don't really care about us, only care because other people are on this wave, so let me hop on this wave too. And it's crazy because the people that used to like bully you in school are the ones that's like all like, oh my chocolate mocha princess, like oh my gosh, your skin is like you're a goddess, blah blah. It's just like, really? Can we ever just be looked at as just straight up human beings? Like, I feel like people do too much. Basically, there you go. People just do too much, and it's like, treat people like human beings, and that goes for anything in this world. Just treat people with respect, treat people like human beings. Light-skinned women do get treated better than dark-skinned girls, and it's not, you know, and it's not their fault, it's not anybody's fault but the people who are just trying to oppress and trying to keep us in this just like mentality of just being separated. And they know if people are separated that there's never going to be any unity, we're never going to get anything done, so they're going to try to keep separating us by color and whatever. For the dark-skinned girls who may be watching this video, it's like, girl, love yourself. Like, don't try to stem your self-esteem into anybody else. Make sure that your self-esteem comes from within, because that's when it's the most pure. And it's like, you're beautiful, your skin is beautiful. You do not need to seek validation from Instagram likes, comments, social media. Even in the real world, you don't need people to tell you you're beautiful every day for you to realize that you are beautiful. You have to take that time out for yourself and love yourself most importantly. And like I said, it's natural human reaction to want to be loved and want to be accepted, but especially for women in general all across the spectrum, I feel like society teaches us from a very young age to find someone else to love who we are rather than for us to love who we are and everything that comes with it. I feel like society's like, go get that guy to love you, get your friend to love you, get everybody else but you to love you. And that's basically what I think society teaches us. And it's like, we can't live like that anymore. We have to grow from within. We got to be the best us that we can be for ourselves. And I've been really on this selfish trip of just like, I was watching this video of this older lady, and she was just like, the best thing you can do is be selfish, because you have to love yourself first. It's so true. You're not gonna be able to love nobody else until you love yourself. And I feel like when this trend is over, that's what you're gonna need is self-love. you're gonna need to want to prosper for yourself, and you can't count on other people to make you happy. You can't count on other people to give you that validation all the time, because that's not how it's gonna be. You have to treat yourself like a queen. You have to take care of yourself physically and mentally constantly, because that's what life is basically. Going on this journey of just figuring yourself out and taking care of whatever that is. Whatever you discover about yourself, take care of it and nourish it. And I feel like that's what I want us to do as people. Not even just dark-skinned girls, just as human beings. We should all continue to try to love ourselves more every single day. Don't ever put your love, like your self-love, into anybody else's hands, because you're gonna be down in the dumps all the time. I promise you, it's not worth it. You're gonna be down all the time. At the end of the day, love yourself for who you are and everything that comes with it, because you're you and nobody else can be you. And yeah. That sounds very cliche, but it's very true. Nobody else can be you. You gotta love yourself for all that you are. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't know if I covered everything. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about. Basically, baby girl or baby boy, keep yourself at a higher standard. Love yourself for everything that you are and be happy. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you like my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Since this is my first video of the new year, Happy New Year. I'm very late. It's like February. January took forever to end, so I'm like, I feel kind of late, but yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.